Hey, how's it going, all you most amazing top 10ers? I'm back. I just came back from vacation, so I'm like a shade browner. Well, no worries, I got a new video for you guys. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome time watching all these most amazing top 10 videos. Because of popular demand, this right here is the top 10 most hated people, part 2. So starting off this list, I'm gonna be singing in at number 10, it's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rebecca Black. Rebecca Black received so much criticism when her song went absolutely viral on YouTube back in September 16, 2011. I can't believe that was about 5 years ago. Although her music video has hit over 90 million views, it has received over 2 million thumbs down. And there was actually so many people sending her death threats just because of a music video. It was insane. It was just a girl that wanted to produce this song. She never claimed it to be like professional or her singing to be like the best. It was something she did for fun, and she got hated because of it. People were so outraged with her because she used autotune and terrible lyrics. But again, she never classified herself as a professional. This is something she did on her leisure time. I mean, Rebecca Black, she was a teenager in the video. Why are you giving her death threats? Okay, and at number 9, I'm talking about former US president, and of course I'm talking about George W. Bush. He was the president of the United States from January 20, 2001 to January 20th, 2009. So he ran for 2 terms, which doesn't make sense for me because if he was hated, why did people re-vote for him to become president again in term 2? First and foremost, a lot of American citizens believe that Bush failed America on the September 11 attack. So instead of prioritizing the hunt for Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, where intel said where he was hiding, he waged 2 costly and ineffective wars against Afghanistan and Iraq. So yeah, he started his war with Iraq, a nation that had nothing to do with the September 11 attack. A lot of the American citizens believe that he did nothing to the terrorists that did so much to them. Another reason why he was hated so much was because his policies created the Great Recession. This is because he introduced tax cuts for the wealthy, expenditures for fighting 2 wars. And he deregulated Wall Street, which in turn caused risky trades that ultimately plunged the nation into the Great Recession. Brings us to a familiar face, and we're talking about Kim Kardashian. She is a celebrity who's from a famous family, married to Kanye West. She's a model, a mother, and an entrepreneur, but some might argue that. However, she only became famous after her adult film was leaked onto the internet, and she's sued because of that. So the fact that she became famous for doing absolutely nothing other than like the moves she had in that adult video, this has a lot of people upset, saying, you know, she shouldn't actually be as famous as she is. Well, if you guys don't believe she should be famous, stop talking about her. It's because she's talked about so much is the reason why she became so famous. Others claim that she's a very terrible role model for kids. She thinks that beauty and money is everything, and she thrives on drama, and without it, she would be boring. Up next, in at number 7, because we missed him in number 1, and we gotta talk about him in this video, we're talking about the Biebs, we're talking about Justin Bieber. He is so incredibly famous, but he has so many haters. He was under a lot of scrutiny from the press because of his bad boy antics. He had constant runs in with the police, paparazzi, and even Orlando Bloom. Let's throw him on this list. He was arrested in Florida back in 2014 on suspicion of driving under the influence and drag racing in his residential area. A lot of his neighbors complained that he would be whipping right down the street and is very dangerous. He is apparently also very rude to his fans. There was a time where Justin Bieber was charging his fans $2,000 for a selfie with him. And he would even storm off the stage if he found his fans to be annoying. And he actually did this on numerous occasions. He would just get up and leave. Love him or hate him, I think he became famous at such a young age. Yeah, he did a lot of stupidness, but it was because he had access to so much. This is a young kid and you give him like $200-300 million. I mean, what else would you do? Would you act the same way? Well, you couldn't really think about it unless you're put in his situation. Okay, so making our way into number 6, and some of you guys might think he should be, you know, higher up on this list. We're talking about Chris Brown. So as we know, Chris Brown was sentenced back in 2009 to 5 years of probation, and he had to attend a 52-week domestic violence course because of his abuse towards Rihanna. So many people were outraged by this because he resorted to this type of barbaric violence. He even promotes misogyny and objectifies women in his music constantly. And a lot of people hate him because of his tattoos. He has a battered woman tattooed right on his neck. Although he claims that this tattoo is supposed to be one of those traditional geometric floral skulls things, but I mean, come on. Just look at this thing. You guys are looking at it right now. Okay, so someone who generated a lot of controversy right here on YouTube. You guys can probably guess him. You guys are yelling at it right now. It's Sam Pepper. So one of his disturbing antics in which he pretended to shoot and kill a man's best friend right in front of him. This violent and disturbing prank caused so many people to comment hate messages and threats towards Sam Pepper. Sam Pepper later posted a video promising to take down the murder prank. And that's if someone gives him $1.5 million, then he'll do it. But it never happened and the video's still up. There was about 214,000 signatures that petitioned against him and want this guy removed from YouTube. And not to mention that he can also be facing sexual harassment claims because of his inappropriate videos and where he would touch and kiss girls as a prank. Casey Anthony, I don't know if you guys remember her, but she makes this list in at number 4. Let me remind you guys who she was. Well, she has become one of the most hated women in America, and that's because she was the prime suspect in the murder of her 3-year-old daughter. But she was found not guilty, and this shocked the world, pouring outrage. She avoided charges of first-degree murder, child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter. Since the hearing, she has spent most of her days in hiding inside of her house because she would receive numerous death threats and hate mail from people just because it seems so obvious that yes, she did kill her child. Okay, in at number 3 we have Walter Palmer. You guys probably remember him. You know, the lion killer. He was the dentist who shot, tracked, and later killed the famous Cecil the lion, who's a 13-year-old lion who the world fell in love with. Walter Palmer used a crossbow and shot Cecil with arrows. Cecil fell in pain but did not die instantly. He laid there and suffered alone for 40 hours before they came back with a rifle to finish the job. If that wasn't enough, they disrespected the animal by skinning and beheading him. So there was a huge flood of outrage on social media against Walter Palmer. His website was taken down, his dental practice was boarded up, and he had to flee from his home because a lot of people were threatening to kill him. Coming in at number 2 is Kanye West. The guy is hated. And he's really hated. And I'm sure Taylor Swift really hates him. When people think of Kanye West, they think of words like, you know, cocky, rude, arrogant, conceited, thinks about only himself. Well, when you think about it, this guy has like the biggest ego ever. He says that he's more influential than God, and that his album Swish is the best album of all time. He's like the greatest artist of all time according to only himself. And of course you can't forget the time where he rushed on stage, grabbed the microphone out of poor Taylor Swift's hand and said, "Yo, Taylor,
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time."
Kanye West was booed, and celebrities quickly defended Taylor Swift, including Obama himself, who called Kanye a jack for doing that. Now, this is your president of your country calling you a jack. I mean... So we've made it into number 1 spot. Let's recap some of the people we've had so far. We've had the dentist, Walter Palmer. We've had Justin Bieber, Chris Brown. We've had one of our own on YouTube, Sam Pepper. We've had a previous American president, George W. Bush. And now, in at number 1, the person that is more hated probably than any of these people on this list, let me know if you guys agree, Donald Trump. He has recently become one of the most hated men, not just in America, but around the world. He's received many death threats, even from ISIS. So Donald Trump is hated mainly because he's a huge narcissist. So if you were to say, you know, who has a bigger ego than Kanye West, it might be the guy with really weird hair. Donald Trump is actually quite racist as well, especially towards Hispanics in America. During his speech upon announcing that he would be running for president of the United States of America, he stated that one of the problems regarding national security was caused by illegal immigrants from Mexico. And then he said that they're the ones that does like the drug trafficking and they're the rapists. And then he went on to say the now famous lines, "I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I'm gonna make the Mexicans pay for this wall to keep you guys out of America." Okay, well that's not like the exact quote, but it sums it up. And he's just so hated that his hair bothers people so much. I think he has the world's most hated hair. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't really care, to be honest with you guys, but there you guys have it. That was the top 10 most hated people. I probably missed a lot of them. Let me know who I missed in the comment section below, and maybe I'll make a part 3. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below, and also what top 10 list videos you guys want to see next. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you guys did, no worries. Hopefully you'll like the next video. If you want to continue watching, just look right beside me. There's 2 of them for you to click on. Click on one of those. It'll take you to another most amazing top 10 video. Hopefully it's me in the video. Maybe it's Danny, or maybe it's Rebecca. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.